I think we're streaming. Yep, we got it.
Whoa.
Streaming's happening. It's stream time, baby. Hi, everybody. Hi, friends.
All right.
Hi, fan.
Is someone going to check the sound?
And probably Fefner should probably check this because she always
The
does
river?
that. She's our.
Yeah, Fefner usually checked. Do you mind?
She's our designated sound checker.
Wait, is the sound a river?
She's
or am
already
I
doing it.
What now?
I was looking away from Discord. I couldn't tell you were already checking the sound on stream.
Oh yeah, I just had to wait through an ad first, and it's over. So beer.
Fuck ads.
Okay, so we all need to talk so that Fefner can gauge how loud we are.
So Jeff, say something again.
Something. Oh wait, I'm not Jeff.
Hey.
Breadmaster.
There we go. Alice, say something really quick.
Hello.
There we go.
You can't. You're supposed to say something really quick.
Breadmaster.
Gosh, there's no rules. There's no rules to this.
Oh my god.
All right, we're all good.
All
I
right.
cut out before I.
But games are all just a series of rules, man.
Yeah, we gotta follow the rules.
Don't
Jeff,
you get it?
Jeff, you left the game. You're gone. You'll be back. Jeff's in a time pipe right now, and we don't know what's going on. So, Jeff, come back.
All right.
There he is. All right.
So to start off, I need to say something about where this campaign is going. I don't say this very often, but please don't interrupt me. I have this all written down. I don't want to interrupt my flow. All right. Today we're finishing the Android 13 movie, but we will not be doing Broly next. Because we're creating a series that any random person can watch, we need to make our messaging clearer than we would for a private campaign. And our message is this: Vic Mignogna is a dangerous person and a threat to society. He should not be working in any industry, let alone creating media aimed at children. I don't think he poisons the entire show, but his involvement with the Broly character, especially the version of Broly this group is familiar with, is too great to ignore. We do not want to promote Vic, even indirectly, so no Broly, Bojack's next, and Vic should, at the very least, be totally and permanently barred from the industry.
Yes. Fuck you,
Okay, I'm
Vic.
done.
Fuck Vic.
The only way we would do
cool,
Broly
we
is
should
if we
return.
all. The only way we would do Broly is if we all learned how to speak Japanese and then just do an entire session in Japanese.
I've been trying to change my Kakarot to sound more like the Japanese version of Broly, actually.
Even then.
But we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're not doing Broly. Not now, not ever.
Screw
But
you, Vic.
Instead, we are starting right where we left off.
Yep. Oh, and one
I
more
think it
thing.
was the next day.
Yeah, one more thing. I do want to apologize for playing an entire freaking campaign in 5th edition. I didn't realize the thing that was going on with Wizards of the Coast was as bad as it was until I made the announcement, and then I was like, fudge. So, apologies. Had we known at the time when I first picked 5th edition how bad the situation with Wizards of the Coast was, I would have picked a different thing to run.
We would have
It
done
is.
fourth ed.
I could have told the story that I told in any other like system. I didn't need to do it in D&D. So blah. Anyway, so now with that out of the way.
Well, to be fair though, I didn't pay for any of that. So
Yeah,
fuck
that's
'em.
true. But still, fuck Wizards of the Coast. Fuck Vic Magnolia. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So.
Or as Fafner refers to him, fuckface.
Yeah. So. Thank you.
Back
So-
to happy fun times.
Happy fun times. It's time to play a game with my friends.
Speaking of happy fun times, do something that's not happy.
Oh god. So we're sitting, so it's the morning after the big fight. Everybody's left and they've gone home and Pandy's eating breakfast with 13 in like the kitchen / dining room that they have at the apartment. And
Does he still do that thing where he tries to choke you in your sleep?
Yes, he does still do that. And they're drinking orange juice and eating home fries and
No, it's gotta be a screwdriver without the orange juice.
And Panty's sitting there kind of playing with her breakfast for a bit, and it's clear there's something on her mind, and finally she looks up, she absolutely looks up at 13 and says, "So, I dodged your question last night. I made a joke instead, but I really should answer it. I love my grandfather, 13. He's a good man who tries his best. He hasn't always done the right thing, but who has? Ideally, messing up is how we learn to be better people. And for Saiyans, messing up actually makes us more powerful. So, I don't know what your reasons are for wanting to kill him. If he's done something personal to you that I don't know about or whatever, I wouldn't put it past him. He's kind of oblivious. But speaking as somebody who's killed people, many people, it doesn't make you feel better. It removes the problem, sure. So I would never say or swear killing off people entirely is a good, I would never swear it off. There are some people who are just not going to stop their wickedness, and the only way to prevent the harm that they'll do is to kill, to end them. So I'm very much unlike my grandfather in this regard, because he tries to be friends with everyone, which is why I don't think killing him is the solution here, and I don't think it'll make you feel better. And if you do try to kill my grandfather, I'm going to have to stop you. So I'm asking you, not as your lover, but as your friend, to find another way.
All right, 13 is not looking at you. He's still looking at his breakfast. And then
Which
a little
is
while
mostly
after,
bacon.
it's just a pound of bacon.
Yeah.
It's just an entire pig.
Oh no, wrong.
That's what happened to
damn
him.
it.
That's why he hasn't been in this. No, go on.
Oolong's brother. But he eventually looks up and says, all right, I'll try to find another way. I'll go talk to my dad later today. I'll do my best to talk him down, or at least try and get me out of this. You finish your breakfast. He says goodbye, and he leaves. And then 2 years pass.
He never, yeah,
Seen him since.
he never comes back. Yeah.
Because we need to get to where the Android 13 movie is set, and that is set after Cell reaches its perfect form.
Is it?
Yes. It's that whole section of movies is supposedly set during the Wait for the Cell games. At least if it made sense for the timeline, that's where it would be.
I know it happened right at sometime after Trunks blew up the lab, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was immediately after that.
The concession, or the fiction that the fans create, is that these movies are during the Wait for the Cell games.
So 2 weeks, I think?
Yeah, there's a 2-week period where they just try and cram all the movies because that is a vaguely fitting time to put them.
We gotta go train! Oh shit, there's this other threat we have to go face!
So I guess I'm curious, what does everybody else do for 2 years?
What shenanigans are we getting up to
Yeah.
in these 2 years?
Because
3 goddamn years.
I actually figured the time skip was before, honestly.
Oh, you have your bar!
Yeah, I think we skipped 1 year or a year and a half, but now we're skipping the rest of the 3 years. Yeah, Pfeffer, let's start with you.
Don't actually, because now I have to reconcile everything. Oh no.
Well, I think, here's a suggestion for Panty, it's regular babysitting job.
Well, we'll get to Panty, but first...
I want Jenna says she wanted to do Panty last since she opened this part.
Yeah?
So who wants to talk? Now that you've known about this for 10 whole seconds, tell me what your character has been doing for the past 2 years.
I wish I had more
Oh,
time.
God.
I'm sorry.
You could have told us
I
this
think-
mess.
I think Scooby-Doo has alternated between putting restaurants out of business, searching for Yoras, down. It's white whale, and dealing with the darkness that is growing inside him.
Mhm.
Trying to put it away and ignore it, but it keeps sitting there at the back of his mind, tempting him to waste food, to do bad things.
Also, I didn't plan this until earlier this afternoon, so there wasn't much time. Anyways. All right. Does anyone else have an idea of what they've been doing?
Yeah, Karen, I guess. You're the one who has the least narrative reason to be around, so I'm kind of curious. Are you just an Ed episode from Cowboy Bebop happening right now?
I don't get it.
Do you take down a mushroom supplier?
I kind of think that she like occasionally shows up again, mostly just to like whenever you happen to have made something that's really really good to eat.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I'm here now, and then she just vanishes, and you don't really ever see when she leaves. But I think she has been traveling the world, finding people who are like fighters, and like bothering them until they agree to fight her 1v1. Just
So
constantly
wait. They're
harassing
turning
them.
into young Goku?
Yes,
Yeah.
but like more irritating.
Your
So
life
young
is
Like it's
Goku.
Naruto?
She just follows them around like, hey,
Fight
hey,
me. Fight me.
hey,
1v1 me.
fight me, 1v1.
your life is just a fighting game arcade mode.
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
All right.
All right.
I guess
You
I'll
can't think of
just
anything. You don't have to say anything.
more or less. Okay, so over the course of time, I guess Yora's just been training with Korin, going out and getting tea leaves, and also talking to like distributors of tea and also beer. And we'll say that now she's getting ready to open up soon.
I'm sorry, I destroyed your timeline.
It's Dragon Ball. There's an alternate timeline where it works out.
All right, and
To be.
yeah, if you can't think of anything,
first,
you have to
I
say
have a
anything.
question. Could I have
Okay.
used the Dragon Balls over the two-year period?
I think there's just enough time for you to use the Dragon Balls, but
Yeah,
what are you going to do?
Perfect. 2B
I want to be a real boy.
Shut
has been in a
Stop.
2B has been in a crisis this whole time because there's no moon. Because the moon is very important to 2B. So I want to have Wish the Moon back.
Yes. Now we can see Pansy as Great Ape.
Yep. Panty's Great Ape is the garbage ape. Just call it what it is.
Eventually, a session will just be it's the garbage ape, and that'll be the entire thing.
And let's just say somehow, don't ask me how this happened, but the entirety of Nier Automata just happened for me, and now I'm back.
Okay, real quick, Fafner and I just now started watching a playthrough of that, so no, we've somehow managed to get this far without spoilers.
No, I won't. It's
Okay, apparently the only wish you intruded on is Pilaf wishing him for himself to be younger.
fine. Well,
Apparently that was Android conflict.
Huh.
Whatever.
I guess super can't happen anymore. Oh well.
Knowing what happens in Nier Automata, I'm curious how this is going to change to like what character development 2B has when we next encounter her.
Oh yeah, also since we've started
All this character development that
watching
has
Nier,
happened off screen. Sorry, go on.
since we've been watching Nier, also has Pod just been sassing you the entire time and telling you obvious things that you already know to do?
yes.
Pod
I
reminds.
like to imagine that at some point 2B is going to have to power up, and the way she does it is by taking off her blindfold,
Right.
the weighted training blindfold.
Pod up.
That's
Pod
not-
up.
No.
Pod reminds 2B to floss all the time, even though 2B is a robot and doesn't get tooth decay. It doesn't matter. Flossing is so important.
No. Pod reminds her to floss, and she just dances.
Ugh, don't get out of here. Put you in the trash.
I need a gif of that.
No.
All right,
Nope.
so
Anyway,
Jenner,
So
we kind of talked of what dumb ideas to do.
yeah, so I'm gonna go over it because I don't want to force you to roleplay too much with me, and we can like gloss over some stuff. But so Panty spends a very significant amount of time trying to find 13. Like she searches everywhere for him. She sends him texts constantly. He never responds. She searches for him for at least a year, if not more, before kind of like giving up, which is really sad. And like her other significant others are still in her life, and so they show up occasionally. But here's the thing about Pandy: she has fiercely established in all the relationships that she's had with these people that they are very casual, friends with benefit kinds of relationships. And this puts her in a complicated place because she doesn't really have people in her life she can talk to about her feelings with. So I don't think either of her girlfriends are equipped, let alone prepared, to even handle any kind of expression from Panty. So she tries to talk to Stella, who's the escape artist, and about her feelings one day, because both the girlfriends have moved in at this point to kind of keep Panty sane. And for a while it was this really funny gotta hide girlfriend A from girlfriend B and pretend that I don't have two women living in my apartment with me zaniness. But ultimately they just kind of settled into this understanding with each other. Yeah, this kind of polycule thing that they got going on. So
you still try to hide the fact from each other, from the existence of one to the other, in a sitcom kind of way.
Yeah. But so ultimately, Panty keeps trying to have these conversations with Stella, but Stella's an escape artist, and she just keeps just noping out of these conversations.
Does every scene with Stella end with you yelling out the window, Stella?
Pretty much. So at one point, Panty's handcuffing her to a chair and all. So I haven't heard from my roommate in a really long time, and he told me he would talk to me soon, but that was over a year ago. And Stella's fully clothed and standing in front of the door. Go ahead, Luca.
Yeah, she's standing in front of the door, fully clothed, holding the handcuffs in her hand, going, "Oh, well, that sounds rough. Good luck with that." And then she leaves.
God.
No, she doesn't have the handcuffs. She has put the handcuffs on Panty and is gone.
Yeah. And then her other girlfriend, the shonen protagonist, her name is Jamie, and Jamie would try to be there for Panty and try to be emotionally available, but she's really bad at it. She's just like Utna in the show, where she just doesn't get it, and all of her advice is just the worst advice you could possibly give, love conquers all, and you should try and work through it, no matter how rough it is. And she's just so bad and just anti-helping the entire time, and so Panty kind of stops trying to talk to the people.
She also disappears for months at a time when she gets sucked into another dimension to save their world.
So Panty just doesn't have anybody to really talk about this stuff with.
Her friends aren't any help either.
Yeah,
she has a dog, a robot, a ninja, and a small gremlin.
She hasn't really fostered this relationship with her friends either, and it kind of dawns on her, some point just a little bit before all the shit hits the fan and, the actual session starts, that she does not have anybody in her life that she can just, be a whole person to. And that's about when the shit hits the fan. She has this revelation. And so now that's where we're at. So it's 13 time.
All right. I was, trying to go through my head of the best way to start this, but I think I may as well start more or less the way the movie starts.
Oh, we're going shopping!
I meant a bit more in the abstract. Panty, you're sitting in your home thinking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Energy blast comes through the front door.
Heck. Also, Ellis, you ducked out of the game, and if you want to roll dice, you're gonna want to get back in. So blast comes through the front door.
That's a 6.
Oh, dude, that's a big blast.
Yeah. How do you defend?
Well, Panty is caught off guard, and also having an existential crisis. Can I choose not to? Can I just, eat this? Can I just take this right in the face?
I would suggest you do a flat roll.
Okay, I'll do a flat roll.
If that's what you want to do, but I've done that from time to time. Not making a roll is kind of nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, because that would take you out instantly, basically.
I'm not really being sneaky about this, but sneaky is my flat roll, so I'm just going to roll sneaky so I don't have to type things. But just so we know, I'm not actually being sneaky. Oh yeah, fucking that's what I wanted.
Roll possible.
That's what I wanted. I mean, it could have been negative, y'all. It could have been worse.
Okay, figure out how to distribute 6 harm among your stuff.
You usually do that for me, because I don't do math. It hurts a lot, is what it does.
Alright, you have consequence boxes 2, 4, and 6.
You could just take your serious stress box, or your severe stress. Or severe consequence, sorry.
Oh yeah, I'll just...
I think your best option would be to tag moderate and your -2.
Okay.
stress box.
All right. So I will
Unless
check.
you want this to really fuck you up.
No, I don't want to get that fucked up, but I do want to come into this fucked up. So I'm gonna put just blasted. I've been blasted. I've been wasted, and I'll take my second stress box, and I've got my moderate click. So there we go. Hopefully that works. There we go.
All right.
All right.
Let me update the advantages.
Also, Alice, are you okay? Ella?
Are you
She's
muted?
muted.
Okay, she'll be back then.
Did
I
we ever
just realized
give
I had-
yours bar a name?
Yeah. It is. Oh, shit, where did I put it? The Shoko Ocha.
All right, I'm just clearing out the advantages because I forgot to last time. All right. So after this blast just completely fucking wrecks you, these two familiar assholes wander in.
Oh gosh. Both of the
So-
both of my
Their eyes are
girlfriends.
glowing red,
Oh,
and
no.
neither of them are speaking.
Both of my girlfriends are here, but I presume Stella's just like gone. The second the door comes off the hinges, Stella's just gone, and Jamie's like on her way out. Like, I gotta
Jamie's
get.
getting summoned mid-sentence.
Yeah.
She's like, "All right, I'll help you fight." As she runs straight into a portal to a different world.
With toast in her,
My
with toast in
girlfriend
her
does need
mouth.
my help, but the evil demon king is taking over, so I gotta take care of this first, I guess.
Mhm. She got toast in her mouth and everything. Okay.
So these two leave.
Mhm.
Bye.
So what I like
that
to.
that was Android 15, the small purple one that struck you.
Okay.
So it's your turn.
So what I like to believe is like Pandy was sitting on her couch, like slouching, like watching television, just like mindlessly, like flipping through
Still
channels.
a dozen empty beer bottles around you.
Yeah, and when the blast comes in, it just vaporizes the entire couch except the spot that Pandy was sitting at.
But you're like comically charred.
Yeah, but she's just comically charred. So Panty stands up and turns and looks at them, and she's not in a good mood. And she's like, "Are you for fucking real, you two?" And like, "Where's 13?" And she just like rushes over to them. God, how does she? I don't know if she would contact her friends. Is there like a way that like they could like? I know I guess I'm gonna do an attack, and it's gonna be like a powerful like beam blast explosion attack that can clearly be seen from miles away. So hopefully my
Yeah.
friends will just see like the explosion of light hitting the air.
You gotta throw a ham, and then Scooby Boo will be there.
Oh, right now Scooby-Doo is pressing his face flat against a window to the bar, just watching you.
Mhm.
Yeah, we don't have to like strictly adhere to the movie or anything, but the way that like everyone gets to the fight in the movie is they just follow the energy.
Yeah, well, there we go. So I'm gonna do like a, the cut scene in Chrono Trigger where Frog cuts open the mountain and the light like shines up into
Yes.
the air. So I do the same thing with my sword on the dude that I used to do the same, cut him in half with my sword on the dude that shot me with a laser, with the same light features and everything.
All right.
So God, I'm rolling like shit. But anyway, whatever.
Jeez.
All right. He is going to try. I guess he'll just have to tank it. There's not much else he can do. So it's forceful.
He could deflect it with his hand.
Well, still.
I would assume that since I've been blessed in the face, my pride might be on.
-1!
Okay, there we go. I was about to say my pride might be on the line, so that might be a 5. That's up to you. That's debatable.
I think it's still a 5. He did just blast the heck out of you.
Yeah.
They got the drop on you. A proud and mighty Saiyan warrior.
It's true.
A super space warrior, you might say.
They
So
destroyed
this is just a back and forth thing then.
They destroyed my fucking couch.
You've both done the same thing to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you're talking about pride, and yeah, I guess you could just use your the harm you just incur, but I would think like the fact that, as far as you know, these two just stole 13 from you
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
would be enough.
Yeah.
So Android 15 that has a moderate consequence. And what would that be?
I mean,
You knock his hat off.
sliced, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
His
I
brain
like the idea of
face.
knocking the hat off because that reveals like his electro brain or whatever it is.
Yeah. Makes it easier to knock his head off too.
All right. So with Android 14, I'm going to basically he's just going to tackle Panty, and he is going to tackle her and take her all the way to the Arctic so I can switch over to that map.
Yeah.
Because that's where the movie took place, and I kind of want to keep this where the movie.
Like a quarterback, just Hail Mary pass to the Arctic.
All right, let me double check his forceful, because I don't know about you guys, but that sounds forceful to me.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to say he takes you to the Arctic no matter what, so this is just how much damage he does
Yeah.
during it.
I mean, so Panty's not gonna go quietly to the Arctic with this guy. So she's going to be like punching him and kicking him and blasting him with energy the entire way. And yeah. So I guess I will forcefully counter like this. This isn't like a peaceful exchange. Oof. That technically is a 4 if my pride is still on the line. But gosh, I'm rolling really bad. This is not gonna go well for me.
Only works with forceful attacks.
Yeah. This is defense.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's true. So I lose, which is fine. Gosh, this is not gonna go well for me because I opened the session getting my ass handed to me and I'm rolling really bad. So
So you can take your first stress box.
yeah. Maybe I made a bad choice for narrative reasons. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Even if you get like completely overwhelmed by health, you don't necessarily have to die. You just get quote unquote taken out.
Yeah.
Then you fuse with one of us.
God.
Also, like it's about goddamn time I got some good hits on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me. You all the Arctic. So rather than introduce you all like one at a time or whatever, I'll just say you're all here.
For 10,000 years I have slumbered.
God.
Does anyone want to do goofy stuff like that? Introduce their characters in the way that's weird?
I feel like Karen would just be there already.
Karen would be the most likely to sit in an iceberg for no goddamn reason.
I think I was here because I just needed some time away from all you dinguses. And I don't feel cold, so...
Look at how well that went.
I can't believe Yora's the fastest person, and yet she'll take the longest to get to the Arctic and punch someone.
Well, it's because Yora decided to run instead of fly. She forgot to.
I mean, she still flies, but like half the party's already at the Arctic.
I just like the implication of to be standing on like an iceberg, just finally some peace and quiet. You slowly hear panties yelling, getting louder and louder.
Hey, two people, what's up?
Dragon Ball SFX.
Anybody who needs an excuse, we can just say that Stella texted y'all. It'd be like, hey, Panty, Panty got kidnapped.
All right. So those two androids are there, but waiting here at the Arctic is a familiar face.
Oh no, and the mech.
Oh my god.
It's this giant, ridiculous fucking toy that I don't even remember what it is.
I found it. It's a mech. It's a monster truck.
Looks like a transformer.
It's a monster truck
And
Gundam.
standing on top, like
What
with
on earth is
cables
that?
running, from the robot to him, is Android 13.
God damn it.
Now
Eyes
this
red.
is called the Gundam.
Eyes red. Canonically, I'm having him not speak as part of this like kill mode stuff. But feel free to make quips; they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So I ended. We're at the top of the order now. Karen, Why don't you start this round?
Okay. Are we fighting the Transformer?
Yes.
Yes.
He's not on the. He's the bad guy now. Panty's girlfriend or Panty's boyfriend is evil now. That happened. That's a thing that just happened.
It happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge that thing because it's big and it looks like it'll be fun. I should have made one of her stunts like an advantage against some kind of thing interacting with like big enemies who are way bigger than her because it's just very thematic. So I think she's just gonna launch herself through the air in a big like sword whirlwind right towards that motherfucker. And it's going to be terrible. I'm probably going to roll nothing but minus.
Four's not bad.
All right. So that's a
It's
flat roll.
overall a neutral roll.
Unfortunately.
So you're just whirlwinding at this robot. The robot is going to try and just smack you away.
Yeah, it's broke it.
Oh wow.
Heck.
Just barely. Also a flat roll.
Oh my god.
Oof. F. I wish it was one all.
Unfortunately, there is in fact a second person strapped into this machine at all times.
I know. It was like designed to kill me.
I didn't actually think about that until just before this fight started. All right, who's next?
Goal, remove mech.
I did give him this mech. This is technically my fault that that is this bad already.
So you're telling me that you're the one who's going to get the samurai cowboy bebop kill.
I mean, I'm the one worse off. So I mean, Panty will at least probably get herself killed in this encounter. But Alice, you need to pick who goes next.
Top of the route, right?
Yep.
Yep, no one else has gone besides you.
I say Panty goes next.
Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. So, Panty just, like, I like to imagine that the person who carried her, like, she is hitting him and, like, punching him and pummeling him and, like, yelling at him and cursing at him and, you know, making this an R-rated show with all the level of cuss that she is dropping. And he gets tired of being, like, beat up by her and just, like, throws her into the snow. Just, like, get in there. Just, like, spikes her into the snow. So she, like, digs herself up out of the snow. She stands up and
Does she draw her sword?
I mean, she still has her sword out. She never put it away. And stares at the routine. Is like, there you are. I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been? And what are you doing? Let's beat these guys up and go home. So I guess.
Panty, you should chill out right now.
I'm already a demon.
God.
But canonically, he does not respond.
Yeah. And she also
Staring at you with the glowing red eyes.
Yeah, she can see the red eyes, and she's like, oof. Can she attack him? I never finished ruminating on that thing that I never decided one way or the other on that thing I told you I was thinking about today. So,
I mean, there are other targets, and you can create advantages if you're not ready to fight them yet.
Yeah, so at this point, Panty, I am going to create an advantage. I'm going to be trying to appeal to his feelings. So I'm going to be trying to create an advantage. I think she's talking forcefully, so I'm going to make a forceful roll, because I can't think of any other. She's talking, like, with actual emotion at this point to this dude who she's been dating. So we'll see. Hey, that's not bad. There you go. We did it.
It is pretty good. I'm going to put that as one free invoke.
Okay, so Panty's having an emotional appeal to her boyfriend, who she may or may not have accidentally developed deeper feelings for. I'm still thinking about it.
It's complicated.
Alright, that'll give you the advantage heart to heart.
Mm-hmm.
And who's going next?
So Yora, it is your turn.
All right, guess what? I'm using my favorite trick. Guess what? It's key mine time.
Oh,
A lot of
I
yours
guess.
appear, and then Bam. Now they're just floating orbs of energy everywhere, and Yora flies in proper.
Nice.
All according to Kikaku.
Every time.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so, key mines. Nice thing about your advantages, though, is that we don't have to name them every time.
Yep.
So it's just key mines. Alright, who's next?
Alright, so I'm pretty sure whichever android is currently beneath me would react to that.
15. 15's
Yes,
having
15.
a rough day.
He lost
15's
his
starting to
hat.
get the shit kicked out of him. He is downing that entire flask of flour.
Why is it
Oh,
flour?
no, no, no,
This
no,
is
no.
powder.
God damn it.
That's 15. He's making that noise.
I thought that was 14, who has a broken voice chip.
No, 15 is one that got injured earlier. He's really upset.
Sorry, anyway, can you guys, let me make sure that I can still be heard and I'm not muted. Okay, we're good. Alright, we're go.
Alright. 15 is going to jump up behind Yora and try to strike her with an energy blast. I've looked up their attack names and I've forgotten them. I think it's like FF Flash Cannon or something.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's nothing personal about it.
Yep, nothing personnel. Ninja. Ex-ninja.
Bartender.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's a
No, it's
5.
not. It's a flat roll.
I mean, yeah, sure, but 5 is kind of a hard number to
Yeah, I
get.
know. I just...
And I don't really have any dodge stunts in base form, so I'm just going to quickly get out of the way. I'm going to try to kick off him as he tries to shoot me, not like in a damaging way, just in a dodgy way. And I did it. Yay.
7.
He jumps up behind you and goes to strike you, and all of a sudden you're behind him.
Yep. Whip. Boing.
Just repeat ad infinitum.
Is that success with style?
Nope.
Nope, that's
That'd
only
be by
2.
3.
Oh, okay.
She was close. She was close.
She almost did it.
Alright. Let's see. How about Scooby-Boo next?
Okay. Have you seen the new Spider-Man movie?
I really want to
No,
see it.
I keep wanting to.
Okay, then this won't make sense. I'm gonna fly over to 15, look him dead in the eyes, put my paw on his shoulder, and go, "Hey," and then shock the hell out of him.
I at least know that reference.
Yeah, I've seen the
I mean,
meme.
that's just kind of funny, even if I didn't get the reference.
So this is gonna be at a +2. That's a 6.
All right.
Nice.
And he's got his consequence I can hammer on if I need to.
There's no way he can really be sneaky about this. I guess he's just gonna try and tough out being electrocuted.
I think he's going to die this turn.
It's a bad day. It's a bad
That's a
day.
6 to 1.
It's a bad day for Hatbot.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, you weren't kidding. Yeah, that's 5.
Rippity
And
rip.
if I tap his consequence, would that take him out?
That's a 9. He can deal with that.
You're
Just
gonna have
barely?
to blow him up with a key mine as well.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
there's keybinds around.
So that's
Yep.
11. Anything else?
You know what? I'll say it. Like I zap him, shock him so hard it throws him to the ground, and on the way he hits a key mine.
All right, so that's 11. I gotta do math. Ugh. So there's a -6. There's the 5. Then he'll have to tech the -2 and his third stress box. He still has not teched his first stress box, but he has a total of -8 in consequences.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
God.
You almost got him.
Yeah, somebody just blow on him and he'll fall over.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I need to update.
Yep, no worries.
I need to fix this whole shit. Okay, so he has 2 consequences. What's the minor one?
Someone
What's
needs to
the
cut his
severe
head
one?
off next, though, because that's how he dies.
I like how in the process of breaking canon, we try to stay as close to canon as possible in very specific ways.
It's a cool scene where his head falls off and he catches it in his own hands.
Oh, that is a little interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna have the -2 be like a cracked dome.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say you took advantage of the -4 by striking at his head.
Yeah.
You see it was a weak spot.
Mm.
And God, what the hell would the severe one even be?
Maybe he is holding his own head now.
He's got his
He's
head
in
in his
dra-
hands.
Yeah.
I mean, knock off his hat. We already talked about that.
We already did
so,
that.
Yeah.
We already did
Oh,
that
okay.
as his first consequence.
Heck.
Knock his block off is the next one. You blockhead.
He's really head over heel. Nah.
No.
All right. Who is next?
Let's see. Who hasn't gone? 15's gone, right?
I haven't gone.
Yeah, 15 has
Yeah.
gone.
2B needs to go.
14, 13, 13's mech, and 2B have not gone.
Let's see 14 do a thing.
All right.
He's got to protect his friend.
Yeah, that's what the camera does. The camera cuts to 14. He has like a determined look staring at 15.
Mm-hmm. Grunt.
And who would he actually go for? I'm going to have him just leap off and try and punch Karen.
Oh my gosh.
He could try.
And I know
small
I
target.
set up that he was going to protect 15, but actually fuck 15.
I forget. Did Karen fuck with him in the last episode?
Oh,
I think
jeez.
he fucked with everybody.
Yeah,
if
she did
if
fuck
the
with
question
everybody.
is, did Karen fuck with them? The answer is yes.
Yes.
The
Oh,
second question: did Panty fuck them?
No.
All right, Karen, how you getting out of this one?
oh, jeez.
It's the dude coming at you. Swinging
X
his fist, and
coming.
if you don't get out of the way, it'll be your fault.
X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
X is a different robot, Jenner.
Shush.
I think that I can't really justify her being flashy here, but I can justify her trying to literally just take it with her tiny, tiny body because she's, dumb as hell.
Oh,
All right,
that's a 3.
2
That's a 3 to
damage,
5. So yeah.
Take your second stress box.
I like to think that she's still smug the entire time she's getting the shit kicked out of her. She's like, amateur. Even as she gets punted down to the ground.
All right, I'm going to pass it off to 13 now.
No.
He is going to
Yeehaw.
try to create an advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he actually has high clever. Why does he have high clever?
Why did you do that?
You're the one that made his character sheet.
Did I?
Mm.
It's been so long.
Way back in the day.
I mean, I like to
Dynamic.
think that it's not that 13 is like not, he's like
He's
he
not
is clever.
dumb.
He's just not, he's street smart, right? He's a salt of the earth kind of guy.
All right. So here's what the advantage is. 2B.
Hello?
You suddenly hear the voice of DC Douglas as Pod starts speaking to you.
Oh. No.
He says, "Message received. Sender. Android designation number 13. Subject line. Help!"
What the hell?
Subject
Message body.
See subject line. Now, I
Yes.
don't want to write a whole fucking email in Android 13's voice, but you get a message saying that he is not fully in control. Dr. Giro reprogrammed him,
I'm being hijacked.
but that does mean there might be a way to reprogram him.
Do you have a paperclip to hit my reset button?
I hope no one heard me yell help in this apartment. If you hear knocking on my door, that's why. Anyway,
Police
Man.
sirens.
I'm not that good at hacking.
Yeah, that's your boy sidekick that does that, right?
So plot twist, the advantage is actually for you all.
My God.
Cool.
The advantage is still in there somewhere.
Uh-huh.
But the only person who knows about it is 2B.
She's not mute.
I'm sure she'll tell us.
I'm sure to come eventually.
Mute's an AI, though.
Shush. That's Wintermute. Anyway.
Anyways, let's pass off to 2B.
All right. Well, now that my attention has been more obviously gathered here, I am just gonna swoop in and kill steal Android 15.
That's okay.
This is a
I'll
plus
eat
2,
him later.
6.
You just have to get anything over him, and he will die. You don't even have to be over him initially. He's got 2 consequences.
Just hit him with the dog.
Watch Luca roll like the max rolls. This dude just is super resilient.
Alright, actually, I'm going to use his sneaky approach because as you approach him lying on the ground, he's going to throw his head at you and his head is going to blast you. I think that counts as sneaky.
Yeah.
Who would do that thing?
Oh my god!
Wow.
I almost fucking called
Well,
it. That's
it's
It's too
ridiculous.
bad you can just get an 8 over him.
That's a 7. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just hit those consequences.
So he does throw the head, and it does start to blast you, but you just stick your finger in the
So,
barrel, Bugs
no.
Bunny style.
What I say happened. So I'm coming up at him with one of the thunder swords. So I just thrust, and it goes through his head, and then into him, and then the head explodes as it hits him on the end of my sword.
Nice.
Badass. Yeah, when I say something, it's just because I think it's funny. Obviously, you can just ignore
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
if it involves your character.
I
Mm-hmm.
do a sweet sword flourish.
Yeah, it's really cool. I was hoping you'd volleyball the head back at him. That would be cool too. Just spike it right back into
But
his
yeah,
face.
I'm going to double check the math actually, but I'm pretty sure that takes about. Yeah, that would have more than one
Yeah,
left over.
definitely. Because just from the get-go, he's got a -6, so...
Yeah, because you only had one over. He only had one over on you, and then you added 8.
And those can't be have used someone else, so let's use them up now.
Mm-hmm.
Panty.
Is it my turn now?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, I'm not picking you. I'm doing
Okay.
the
Oh,
roleplay thing.
sorry.
Oh,
Go ahead.
I'm ready for roleplay.
I've taken out this android. I've also received a communication from Android 13. Apparently, he's been reprogrammed, but he's not happy about it.
First, her reaction to he's been reprogrammed is, "You think?" And then you say he's not happy about it, and she repeats, "Oh, you think?"
I could probably do something, but I'm not. It's not my primary skill or function.
Please do your best to do
If
that.
only we had a robotics expert with us.
If only 9S was here.
Well,
I was
while
thinking
you're
over.
yelling back and forth, the camera shows 13's mech slowly approaching you.
Heck.
Yeah,
And
that's anything left, right? Is the neck.
Yeah, it still had its turn.
Oh
I
god.
needed
Okay.
I needed to have some sort of chance, please.
We've already taken out 15.
If it was just the 3 androids, this fight would already be over.
Since you've already determined that one of them isn't even on the enemy side.
God, this
I
mech
just
is
wanted to do that because I thought it was appropriate. Anyways.
This mech is gonna fuck me up. Rip me.
Oh my god.
4's not great.
Okay. So how is this mech trying to attack me so I can decide how Pink
It's
is going to
just
counter?
punching you.
It's obviously going to be a forceful counter, but okay. So
Yeah, it's just punching you. Did you just cross counter?
And just take it. Yeah, I'm going to cross counter it. Of course.
I don't
Yeah.
understand how that could possibly happen, given the arm sizes
Oh,
involved.
thank you, Dice. Oh,
Nice.
It
Dice.
happens, though.
Bless you, Dice. Thank
I've
you.
only got one more. He would have gotten a boost with it, but
That would have been great. I mean, my pride is on the line. I could take that boost. I can take that boost. Oh wait, it's a
It's a
defensive
defense
roll.
roll.
Yeah, never mind. Sorry.
All right. So I imagine it's a cross counter. You punch him back, but there's not much space for him to go back on this map.
Yeah, well, I mean, so the robot is punching, or the mech is punching. I mean, I'm sorry, it's not a robot, it's a mech. So yeah, I mean, she punches the mech, not 13, but he's attached to it, so he goes with it.
All right.
Counter, Panty.
Top of the order. Who's next?
I don't know, Mech. Who goes next?
Oh shoot! Thank you for keeping me on track. I'm very tired. Let's go with Scooby Boo. I'm not sure what you would do right now.
What would you do, Scooby Boo?
I'm going to stretch myself up, grab 14 by the ankles, and spin him around real hard into the side of a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when Piccolo did that in the movie.
It's good.
I'm going to say this is kind of clever.
Mm-hmm. Do you say, mind if I take a spin?
Yes, yes, I do. That's a flat roll, but it's a 5.
All right. Speaking of flat rolls with 5s, he's not going to be able to stop you from swinging around by the ankles, but he is going to try and brace himself for impact with. Did you say the ground or the mountain? Where are you throwing him?
The mountain.
Okay. He's going to brace for impact with the mountain.
Oh wow!
You got a 6.
Gosh! Jeez.
So you
There's not
do
much
throw him
point in
into the
spinning.
mountain, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, there's not much point in spending advantages on this if I'm only going to tick one box off of him.
All right. Now who's
that
next?
case-
Now I can say that.
In that case, like, Gremlin, go take him out. You got this.
Wait, so who's
Alice?
next?
Karen
Alice.
is.
Okay.
Alice's.
Okay.
Yeah, it took me a second to parse that. Cause it's like, oh,
I
I
I,
mean,
keep
there's
calling you
only
Gremlin.
one person here who could reasonably be Gremlin, but
and
still.
I was like, wait a minute, that's me.
Scooby Doo, debatably, but
What is
Not
this
quite as
one
much.
doing?
he's just been thrown into a mountain.
I don't like getting punched.
That's
Literally, my honor as a possible dubious samurai Ronin is definitely on the line right now. So I'm going to kick him while he's down.
1-on-1.
This is kicking in the shin.
Here's what-
What
I'm
do we
gonna
left?
1-on-1, kick him in the nards. His robo-nards.
What are we laughing at? Like, what was so funny? Okay.
I have to restore my honor by kicking my opponent while they're down.
Nice. It's good.
Gauge them in honorable combat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what
Kicking
kind of
a
roll
opponent while
is
they're
this?
down is very honorable. I'm thinking flashy. Actually, because she's like literally taking the piss out of him. She's probably gonna like
Make a
She's-
show of it.
laughing, making a show of it. Like, look at this. Oh,
Yeah, that's
look at
tough
you.
now, big guy, huh?
Oh, it's so hard when you can't be punching people who are a tenth of your size. That's plus 2 on top of that.
That's
Heck.
a 7 then.
All right. At the risk of dragging this session to a screeching halt, he's going to also be forcefully defending this one. He's just going to put up his arms and take blow after blow after blow.
Quit doing that.
Wow!
Wow.
A 7!
Matched.
Nice.
All right, so attacker gets a boost. Actually,
Keep
something that we do occasionally that I keep forgetting to do is we can just label something a boost and decide what the boost is when we use it.
I recommend the boost be furious. Like, she's pissed now. She mad. She big mad.
Well, that'd be hard for anyone else to use.
That's
the
true.
thing.
That's true. So yeah, we've
Unless
got
it's a boost only for her.
yeah, it's a personal boost.
Tiny furious backup.
Yeah.
I kind of like that though. So tiny furious backup.
We just fastball special her when we need her.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Just throw her. Just throw this angry yokai.
Just literally throw me.
Mm-hmm.
How
Okay,
big
yeah.
is Karen anyway? Have we established that? I feel like
I think
I keep
you-
imagining her like
Tiny.
2.5 feet, maybe.
Yeah.
I just
That's
figured she'd be
perfect.
like the size of Goku or Krillin in the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
she rolls up into a ball, you could literally throw her.
She's literally a rail, the same size. Everything.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Okay.
All right, who is next?
I think I'm gonna throw it to. I think I'm gonna throw it to Yora actually.
Cool.
Okay. So I'm actually going to create another advantage because you know what? I don't think the tiny blasts get nearly enough respect, so I'm going to make them work.
You're gonna do the 1,000 energy balls you throwing.
Yep, except I'm just specifically doing that to basically damage this mountain over here.
Oof. Just a 3. I mean, it probably gets.
Yeah, I'll have that
maybe.
make 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so what exactly are you doing? You're blasting like chunks out of this mountain?
Yeah, I'm basically blasting sort of in his direction. Like, I'm trying to lead him, but also damage the land. Just really
Alright.
put him in a bad spot.
So I'm labeling this creating debris / covering fire.
Mm-hmm.
You're kind of doing both.
Alright, now, who hasn't gone yet this round?
Okay,
Alright.
so 2B, Panty, any of the androids.
Alright, I guess the mech could go next since it's currently under fire.
Alright. Well, this mech, I'm hesitating to call it smart, but it at least has combat sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to leap into the air after you
Mm-hmm.
and try and strike you down.
Heck.
Every time.
Alright, so, I guess I'm just gonna have to stop firing and just sort of dive down before he is able to punch me. And you know what? I feel like giving you a fighting chance. I'm gonna actually say this is flashy.
You don't have to give me.
No, you
Oh,
missed.
see, tied.
Alright, so attacker gets a boost. How do I make a boost out of this? Hmm.
Aerial advantage.
Yeah,
That's
Alex.
a genuine question. Please help.
Because now he's up in the air. I've kind of stopped firing at him for the moment.
Yeah, I would say aerial
'Cause I
advantage
had
is
to-
good.
I had to do a cool spiral downwards past
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So aerial advantage, but I'm labeling it. I can fly with 2 question marks.
He can fly.
Gosh.
All right. Well, while we're here with the mech, let's have Android 13 do a thing. Android 13 sees the 2 of you, 2B and Panty, on this mountain.
We are here.
He looks to his side, raises up his arm, and launches his red energy ball, the SS Deadly Bomber.
Gosh.
It is just a gigantic. I'm blanking what they're called. Are they called like plasma globes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a giant plasma globe.
Jeez.
All right.
That's not good to touch.
This is forceful.
Which one of us is like who? Which one
I
of
was
us is
still
defending?
trying to figure that out.
Okay, I would like it to be 2B because I'm almost dead. If I had to
I was gonna
choose.
say, in fiction, do you mind if I say he like launches it at both of you, but
Roll it. I'll roll a
It's
defense,
out
and
of the way.
I'll say how it happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, God, this is the second time. I don't know why. But yeah, he's targeting Panty. 2B. Damn it!
All right, I am going to forcefully defend from this one.
Okay.
Oof.
24.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna take the stress, and I'm gonna say narratively, it's because I shoved Panty off the top of the glacier.
Nice.
That's good. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Yeah.
And 2B is programmed to defend people, and Panty's half a person, half human.
Yeah, I
so
am programmed to defend humanity. I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Defend me and half of Panty.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Panty, you just got thrown away by 2B, who valiantly took a blow for you. What do you do?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Panty's like screaming in rage as she falls from the mountain. It takes her a couple moments, just a few, to remember that she can fly. So she stops falling towards the ground and then flies back up, and she's gonna fly right at 13. And she's her sword is still out. She's going to she's going to try to cut the wires between the mech and 13 because she figures if she can sever the connection, maybe that's what's causing her boyfriend to be brainwashed. So that's what she's going to try to do. She's going to attempt to do that. And of course, she's still cursing and making this a show that is unairable. But, oh, dang, Pansy, you're pissed. Wow, Pansy's mad.
Don't worry about swearing. I mean, in the dub, it's going to be completely changed.
Yeah, the dub was just, darn you!
The mother-loving Monday to Friday dub.
Mm-hmm.
How does all this funny stuff happen to me? God, how does... I'm gonna do a forceful roll. Before I saw what your roll was, I was tempted to do a flat roll. But, I'll wait until I'm more desperate to end this.
Mm-hmm.
It has a defense system.
Not a good one. That's a 3.
So that's 4. So he'll have to take a consequence box to survive this one.
I guess cut wires?
I think that's appropriate for the attack that just happened.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it actually makes perfect sense.
Yeah, severed wires. Good.
Alright, so, narratively, you do manage to sever 13 from the mech.
Mm-hmm.
He falls down, just totally limp.
Mm-hmm.
Landing
nap
on the
time.
place here. But I need to write this down.
Oh no, I am defeated.
Hoist by my own petard, he says.
For some reason, now I can't help but imagine him speaking in Boomhauer's voice. These darn chains.
That's part of the reprogram.
Oh god, I can't do that.
Dr. Giro binged King of the Hill and he's way into it now.
You know, the trucker voice really got on my nerves a lot of the time, but now I'm into it.
In this universe, he's the one that made that meme about Hank Hill yelling at Goku, charging the spirit bomb. Okay. Panty, who's next?
Gosh. Who hasn't gone yet? Sorry.
I
haven't gone
both
yet.
of the android, pretty much all androids, huh?
Wow, how this android
2B
segregation.
and 14 have not gone. 13 in the mech have.
Okay, I'm gonna pick 2B first.
All right, 2B leaps after 13 as he flies downwards. While she's falling, she's frantically just changing out her plug-in chips to make her more optimized for hacking. And then she just slams into him and starts hacking because she's not good at this. She has to have physical contact to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try to create an advantage to this mechanically. Is that +2?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5.
Alright, I will actually give you 2 free uses of that because he is still rebooting from being severed from the big robot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so I say on this one, I'm just getting that connection, but I'm extracting tactical information on the mech. And that's the advantage.
Nice.
Because that makes sense.
So, tactical information, alternate name, I'm in.
And this looks extremely compromising externally, but don't worry about that. I don't understand that. I'm an android.
We don't do panty shots in this show. Unless Panty is taking shots.
Yeah.
That's not what it meant. The camera avoids doing that as hard as possible.
It just swings around to Panty actually taking shots. She has rum.
No.
Yeah.
God damn it.
No.
Alright, so, I'd say who's next, but there's only one person it can be.
Yep,
And he's been stuck in a mountain.
he's in a mountain with a gremlin.
He can try.
Let's see. Android 14 is actually going to strike Scooby-Boo, but he's going
Dang.
to do it by grabbing Karen and just chucking her at him.
Oh
That sounds forceful. I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to give Dragon Ball characters +5 forceful, because that's all any of them ever do.
no! Oh no! This will awaken the dog-like instincts in me, and I'll try to catch it in my mouth.
And bring her back to him.
Bark, 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 bark.
All right, Scooby-Boo, how do you handle this?
I think I'm gonna carefully try to catch her without swallowing her.
Gosh.
Please do not, Desu.
You're safe for now.
You did it.
Alright, attacker gets a boost.
Guys,
God, what would this fusion be like? This horrible small child and this horrible dog.
friends,
I
we've
don't know,
gone.
but we would not survive.
I know I'm
No, we
ruining
would.
it, but I just want to say, it just occurred to me we've gone so long without mentioning vor. I know I just ruined it, but we
God
did.
damn
We
it.
did it. We did it.
It's not a vor. Well, it is a vor thing. Scooby-Boo is a vor thing.
It is explicitly a vor thing. That whole arc is explicitly a vor thing.
Yep.
Really went to vor places for those last 2 arcs.
Yeah, I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm making this boost. It's a vor thing.
No!
I thought it would just be fetch.
No, this is better.
So imagine that just means that she is just stuck in you currently.
I do like fetch. I'm changing it to fetch.
Yep.
All right. Who's up next?
Could be any.
Yora, you do a thing.
Alright, so I've created some advantages. What do I want to do? What kind of move do I want? I'm
Kaioken?
gonna say... Nah. Well, I can't actually use Kaioken at the moment. I removed that as a stunt, but I can still sort of use it in Mystic form. But anyway, I see no reason to use Mystic form, so I'm going to do... I think I'm going to do a new move that's going to be quick. So basically, Yora's just going to fly over here, and she's just going to, in midair, basically just do like a, it seems like a kick, but not in front of him, and then just a wave of ki flies at and hits him.
That's cool.
Maybe. We had to see first.
I remember that one time that Goku shot a beam out of his feet.
He was trying to do a Hadouken, but messed up.
All right. Intro 14 actually has to respond to this quickly because he was preparing for the physical kick and he wasn't ready for the ki, and he has to respond quickly.
Aha, Wind Keyblade. Alright, that only does
Jesus.
one. Do I want to raise this? What's he at in terms of damage at the moment?
He has not been hit yet.
Hmm.
So that's his first stress box.
I'm gonna say I'm actually going to use my free use of creating debris, and also I'm going to tap a fate points to reuse Key Mine.
Nice.
So basically, I just hit him, and he sinks into the mountain again because it's a bit softer. And also, in my training, now the key mines can sort of move and home in on people if they get too close, so
That
one just
rules.
floats into the mountain and explodes.
It's not like the spirit ball where you have to focus on it and do weird hand signals to make it move.
Nope.
Okay, so that was a +4, so we're at 5 now. Alright, so that will take first stress box. No, his first consequence box. God. And the third stress box. Consequence, get back in the hole. Alright, who's next?
Well, I want to give him a chance to actually do something, so I think he's going to recover from that.
He's done plenty. He's been fighting every round. He's not been hit yet. But yeah, we'll go next as soon as I'm done writing this. Oh wait, he can't go. He went just before you.
Oh, I thought this is the top of the turn order.
God damn, we're normally so good about this. I
Yeah,
think.
because he's like the last person.
Yeah, you were right. Top of the turn order because I made this joke about 14 being the only person they could pick. Okay, so yeah, 14 will go. He will just grab your leg that kicked him and then swing you in the mountain. See how you like it.
Hey, that's my thing. And I stole it from Piccolo.
3, huh?
God.
That's 3 minuses and a plus
Nah.
5.
I actually, he tries to throw me, I just move out of the way, and he slips, and I just sort of like do a little kick, and he just falls back into the mountain.
He tries to throw you. It's an after image.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
I like that he grabs for her.
All right.
He grabs her and she's just not even there anymore. She's.
That was my
I'm
joke.
gonna have 13 go.
Okay.
While
Yeah.
2 is hacking into him, he is freaking out, firing energy blasts in all directions.
Get off! Get off!
One of them goes straight at Scooby-Boo, who is still having a Karen situation.
Oh no! Ha! Ha!
Please don't bore me.
Alright,
How are you?
considering this is literally a laser light show, I'm gonna put this as flashy.
Oh,
no.
damn.
Oh, dang, nice.
Oh,
That's a perfect +4 roll, so that's a 6, huh? Oh
Man,
god.
it's a good thing I didn't decide to make it forceful.
Yeah.
God, how do I approach this? I think this is careful, trying not to get hit by the laser with a small gremlin in my mouth.
Yeah, this is unfriendly. This is just hostile. Ooh,
Ah!
nice.
Tied.
So we tied. So I guess attacker gets another boost.
Unless he spends a boost on me.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. It's going to be hard to make fetch work much longer.
That's true.
So I'm going to tag that to hit your second stress box. You try to deal with this the way you intended to, but it's hard because there is a small child freaking the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And the small child is covered in blades.
That too.
She is very pointy, it's true.
So she does manage to get out, but you do get hit by one of the lasers. Thankfully, since it's just like a panic response, it's not actually that harmful. You only take a stress box.
Yeah. But I'm singed and mad. So mad. I could give in.
That sounds ominous. You want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Do I freak the fuck out? Even more so?
See, what I'm waiting is for you to do like 10 uses of evil boo so that I can use them all at once and take you out at any given point.
I think I'm going to power up and go up a scale. I'm gonna give in to Boo a little bit.
Oh no.
Okay, so I'm getting another use of evil boo.
I'm gonna give myself an aura to show that. There's no good Boo colored pink. That's too light.
All right.
That's okay.
I forget. That's your turn, right?
Yeah, I just spend my turn going up a scale.
All right, turning into Scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Has Karen gone?
No.
No. Karen, you smell like dog splobber. I'm sorry.
I'm glad that I didn't pick a cat girl.
Ugh.
She would not be happy. This one's still around, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And now he's got a consequence.
He has just now made it back to the top of the hole that has been dug into this mountain.
Okay, I kind of want her to, like, as soon as he like reaches the top,
Oh,
she's just gonna like be right there already in mid-flight, just trying to like beat him with her entire body right in the head.
Hey, Did somebody post in the thread that we were streaming? Whoops.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Go on.
Yeah, I got the notification for it.
Cool.
I don't know what that would be though.
Forceful. I would let you do flashy if you wanted.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Lock him up.
All right. I'm getting real tired of Android 14, you guys. So he's not fully on his guard. He's getting very tired walking back the whole length of this tunnel every single time.
And the tunnel just keeps getting deeper.
Hmm.
So he has to react quickly to you instead of just being able to power through you.
That's a 4.
Jesus.
Do a 6.
Nice.
All right.
Just right in the head. Bonk.
Starts at -2. That will take a second stress box. Look at the advantages.
There's get back in the hole, his consequence.
You can tap his consequence.
Oh, and you have a boost.
Oh, that's right. Karen, you're a tiny furious backup.
What do you mean back up?
That's your boost. So
The
it's
boost that
just,
you made.
Can I use that?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Exactly what it's for.
I want.
All right, so you can add 4 to your roll just from that. And that will take his -4 consequence.
Did I add the +2? I don't think this is doing him.
I mean,
You can if you want. This.
I kind of do, actually.
you're doing it on your own. No one else is right now.
Yeah,
attempting.
I kind
You
of
have
want
a-
to. I just
you
want to
have-
gate this dude.
You have struck this person like every attack round you've gotten so far, I think.
Yes.
I think you made this a one-on-one duel whether he wants it or not.
your persistence has given you the advantage.
Your opponent
Alright.
is me.
So that started at 2 over on him. You've
Mhm.
added 6.
That's 8
So that-
over.
Takes his severe consequence and his second stress box.
Rippity rip.
So now we got to use all of these.
Gosh.
Not doing too good.
Tap the consequence, get rid of the boost, and I don't need to mark anything for stunts.
Yay.
Now I need to create a -6 consequence. Further in the hole. No.
How does
Android
it go in
pit-
the movie?
He blows up. He gets cut in half
Yeah.
by Trunks and blows up.
He's been partially cut in half.
Android
They're
14's no
holding
good. Very bad day.
Sliced, but not diced.
Mhm.
All right, yeah. Mhm. It's just one of those days. Who's next, Karen?
I think it's gonna be 2B.
Cool.
All right. So can I go up and scale and attack?
Say that again.
I can go up and scale and then attack, right? In the same turn. I don't remember.
If you use your Kaioken stunt, that doesn't take a turn.
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, everyone else takes a turn for completely arbitrary reasons, but
I
It's
give
called
in to the
balance.
darkness.
All right. So I am still hacking Android 13. He is still a
Not with the
danger.
sword, though.
No, I'm hacking him with my brain.
I'm
So,
in.
I'm going to make a forced attack against him. Try to overpower him. It's a 7.
Nice.
That's an 8 because
Uh,
of your scale.
oh, that's
Oh
right.
yeah,
It is.
nice.
I think this is a point where 13 would make a flat roll because I don't think he can even respond.
And then I have an idea of what happens.
Dang old
Oh,
Kaioken.
God.
Oh jeez. Oh wow. Holy shit. Oh god.
-2.
That's a 10. Then you shift harm up 2, so that's a 12.
Oh
Wow.
my
Does that
god.
go right through everything?
Hold on.
Well, I got good news, Tubi. You find his porn that he has saved on himself.
I'll tell you what
So much. So much porn.
You know, I don't know how if people actually like go through and look at the mechanics. So I'm not going to hide it. I'm totally fudging this. You don't technically take him out, but it's close enough that I just want this to take him out.
Okay, so
The rules say, as a GM, when an NPC is attacked, you have the option of just taking them out based on the situation.
You used Kaioken hacking.
Okay, so
It's like it's almost like there are two people typing on one keyboard.
So here's this looks like. So just like I get like the burst like red energy and it just like rushing behind me and I just push him through the ice into the ocean. Just like just makes those cracks like a crater size and just like bursts through and everything collapses. And I'm just pushing him downwards through the ocean. And when you get a cone, it works better. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I just like slam him into the
Arctic
seabed, and like then it just like zooms in, and I just get root access, and I have everything.
You're making him a water-cooled computer, no matter what.
And let's do a scene. So my programmable like projection of myself is in his brain with him. If you want
It's a lot of trucks.
It's a field of trucks.
Yes, beautiful trucks bounding and.
Oh, remember? Okay, whoa, stop! Remember how in Utna they walk in there all the cars on the end instead of trucks? Just that same thing, except instead of cars, it's trucks.
Wow, you really like trucks, don't you?
They are my life if I was not beholden to Dr. Giroux.
Well, hold on a second. And I just like reach and like there's like a shitty like 3D like rendering of Giroux like looks like
Kill Goku, kill Goku, kill Goku.
And I just grab it and I just crush it in my hand.
Kill Goku.
All right. There are specific things I want to do regarding Android 13, but that'll be enough to take him out.
Yeah.
So you haven't fully solved the problem, but
Wait, do you have a
him
social
shut
link with
down
him?
for now.
Do you have a social link with him now?
Yes.
Oh my god.
You promoted him.
But anyways.
So I know you might want to change your passwords after this is over.
Android 13 will now die for you.
Please no.
You've got his browser history too, so I mean you own him
my
now.
Cash. Blast my cash.
Weird, all his porn searches are just chicks with swords.
Chicks with big swords.
Anyways.
I mean, same. Anyway.
Anyway,
it's valid.
Panty, myself and your boyfriend disappeared below the waves.
Jesus. That's great. Oh,
As
speaking
you're
of which,
Staring down.
audience, Panty's minor was in religious studies, so she's got a PhD in psychology and a minor in religious studies.
Getting a religious studies minor in Dragon Ball is really easy because you just have to go talk to God.
What? Honestly, you could have just said that. You just walked in class. Yeah, I talked to Kami once.
My friends died and I brought him back with the power of God.
The power of God and anime.
Hold on. Are you saying God damn it, you got to the joke before me. That's the worst thing you've ever done to me. I've never been
Welcome to this group.
I am
We
leaving
have
this
one
group.
sense of humor and we all have to share.
We are the group mind.
Anyways, Panty, it's your turn, I think.
Yeah, it is. I think that was to be handing it off to me. So my boyfriend and my good friend Tubi have disappeared beneath the ocean, into the waves. Great. Oh,
There's still that mech.
yeah. So Panty is stands there looking at the ocean, the sea. I don't know what body of water this is. It doesn't matter for just a moment.
There's a big hole in the ice now, and there's like ice floating around in it.
Yeah. And she
We
talks.
never really established why we came here in the first place. The Android 14 just kind of dragged you here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She pushes her hair out of her eyes, and she looks down at that other android. And I don't remember that android's name, but he's dying now. So she just slides down the mountain, right? Like with her sword out. And
He's just crawling out by this point.
And so like the moment he comes, like gets partially out of the mountain, she just like hits him and slices into him. This is still forceful. She's still being very mad, and I'm
Oh
still
my God, he
rolling
is so
really
dead.
good.
So he's got a -6 as well. So good luck with this roll.
I'm going at this point. He has moved to carefully walking out of this hole.
Just like gingerly puts a hand out and then peeks over, like, is it sick?
Maybe if I move slowly, that gremlin won't find me.
Well, the gremlin did not find him.
Right,
So
yeah,
it really
he's not the
maniac did.
like, he's gonna fucking die.
Remember that gift set of the cats that keep pushing each other into the trash can, and I just said that's us. That's just this whole group. That's this guy, except it's just him keep getting pushed in this hole.
It's the gif of the one big cat dropping the little cat into the trash and jumping off.
Charlie has a baby?
Yeah. Oh, he's just gone. Wow, that was great.
Yep, that killed him. He falls back down in the hole and never comes back out.
Wait, so did you not even need the consequence?
No, that needed the consequence.
Okay.
I just didn't ask. I just used it because
Yeah,
it was kind of
I'm
a
gonna.
point.
Meanwhile, Jotaro is freaking the fuck out.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, his brain in the computer is freaking the fuck out then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Panty like looks up at Yora as she's sliding down the mountain and like hits the and then rushes towards then looks back towards the ocean and rushes towards the ocean.
Blows Yora a kiss, doesn't know why.
No, she's just like giving her a nod of acknowledgement, like thanks for the help. Like, just making that quick eye contact before getting
Dramatic nod.
Mm-hmm. Just sharing that same head energy,
Dramatic nod. Dramatic
Mm-hmm.
nod.
I think the mech has not gone this turn. I think it's the only one that has not gone.
Mm.
Is Jiro piloting that thing, or his brain piloting that thing?
You know what? Yeah. With a 13 cut off, the top of it opens up and out slides Dr. Jiro's backup brain.
Nice.
You imbeciles!
Is going to take a running leap off of this mountain and going to try and attack Yora.
Oh no.
This seems forceful.
That's a 4.
Not bad. Yeah, it's a forceful. All right, well.
Nice. Jeez. Oh god.
I think I'm just going to. Yeah, no, at this point, I'm just going to dart out of the way of it. Yep, I do.
Jeez,
I boost.
That's
Watch out.
that was also an after image.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah, basically, you just see, like, after image after after image, sort of like in a lightning-like motion until she's just behind him. Oh shoot, what's the Kid Icarus Uprising character's name? The lightning lady.
I forgot her
Phosphora?
name, but she loves.
Phosphora, yeah.
Yeah.
Just the way she moves, more or less.
Freaking
Are we at
rolls.
the top of the order?
Yep. And I have to decide who's going next.
I powered up and I don't get to do anything with it.
Let's
Can I go?
Scooby Boo do something. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's Scooby Boo do
I was
it.
wondering if maybe you'd want someone else to like soften this mech up because this mech has not been hit yet.
I will soften it up myself.
All right, Scooby Boo.
I'm going to like. You know what? No, I'm not gonna eat it first. I'm not gonna eat it right away. I'm going to crack it like a lobster first, or like a crab.
Crack it like an egg.
No, I'm thinking more like lobster, because
Mhm.
he's going to wrap his limbs around the joints of the mech and just like try to break it in its joints, like just be cleverly like trying to rip it apart in that way.
Nice.
That's a 7.
Oh my
and then I
God.
have scale.
Gosh.
Oh my God.
All right. Now that we've established Jiro is piloting this, he's going to try and like be smart about the way he resists your attempts to crack this robot like a lobster.
Mhm.
He's going to try and apply pressure in a way that requires the minimum amount of resistance.
Oof.
That's an 8 to a 2, you say?
Oof.
So it starts at 6. Because you have skill, you add 2.
So it's an 8.
So we're starting with an 8.
This is going
Yeah.
poorly. This is going poorly for him.
Let's see what other advantages he have available.
A lot of the advantages are kind of unapplicable now, which is unfortunate because, like, I don't know how much Panty's advantage of, speaking to 13 counts towards this. I don't know. So, yeah.
We can make that work. But first, tactical information, 2B specifically said it was about this mech as well. So know exactly how to fuck this thing up.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
take one of
Pod
those.
just next to you, just telling you a bunch of information. Just like it's all really boring.
In order to destroy the mech, try attacking it.
Follow the button prompts on screen.
It seems like you're trying to destroy a mech. Would you like help with that?
Turns into Bonsai Buddy. I could also
God,
just
it's
spend
really
a
so
hit
easy
point.
for me to lose track of how much we're actually doing. So we started with 8, then we added 2 for tactical information I'm in. For the 13 specific ones, we can say that 13 destroyed parts of this mech while he was hooked up to it.
Yeah.
Or being severed from it dealt damage to the mech as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and 13 was like specifically doing things to damage it while Panty was trying to get to him.
So that brings it to a 12?
Started as 8.
Wait. We were starting with 8 and then we added 6, so that's a 14.
And then I'm going to spend a fate point to add 2 more on top of my malleable body.
God.
That's 16. So 6, 4, 2, that's 12. That's 4. He has 3 stress boxes, and you can only tap 1 stress box at a time. So he's out.
I crack him like a lobster and eat what's inside.
Oh, God.
And to
I guess
think-
at least I got to beat him up.
And to think, I wanted somebody else to go first because I thought you wouldn't be able to do it.
That's what the power of Scrappy do is. It's just horrifying.
Is your theme song for this part just like an incredibly horrible off-key What's New Scooby-Doo?
You jeez.
It's like What's New Scooby-Doo in G.
All right, future self, get on that.
Thank you, Fefner.
I forget I can't make jokes about theme songs because Fefner will fucking do it.
I will.
I would be happy with like a really fucked up version of What's New Scooby-Doo, or like equivalent. I don't know what the equivalent of that would be. But
Hi,
there's a lot of theme songs now that I think about it for all the different
Hi.
Scooby-Doo themes
Hi, beautiful
or
girl.
series.
All right. The smoke is clearing.
The smoke is clearing?
I feel like this will be easier if 2B and 13 are back on the surface so that everyone will gather around
Oh,
them.
wait, forgot I don't need to breathe.
Okay,
Oh,
so
darn,
back
that's
to
the game.
13's head. 13 is explaining that Dr. Giro was the stupidest genius to ever live. And as a result, his code is a goddamn mess. So you can remove this kill mode and turn Android 13 back to quote-unquote normal. But it is tied to his memories. So if you destroy this kill mode, he will not remember anything past Jiro and what a shitty dad Jiro is. So we'll destroy almost all of his memories of you guys and Panty.
Oh no.
Oh, jeez.
He will remember last week's session, but he won't remember why the nice strangers decided to help him out.
Aww.
Oh god, that's It's real fucked up, to be. I gotta be honest.
Well, I mean, this is kind of a thing with us, isn't it? Our whole deal is this exact problem.
Yeah.
Do you want me to get rid of it? I can't make
Yes.
this decision for you. All right.
I mean, it's that or kill him, so.
Yep. Panty, Pod
Aye.
clicks over to you and says, Panty, message from 2B.
Panty, looks up and is like, yeah, I received the message. I don't know how to work this thing.
It looks like you're trying to receive a message. Would you like help with that? Yeah, someone's.
So
Something's
anyway,
fine. Shit's fucked.
Pod says that because 2B is an android and cannot fly, and she's too heavy to swim, she's stuck at the bottom of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Excuse me. Alright, so Panty will dive into the water and grab both and swim down to the seabed. And it's cold, but she's a fan. This is fine. So she'll grab 2B and 13, one under each arm, hello Pro, and come back up to the surface and then drag them up onto the beach, question marks, I don't like the land, and lay them out. And
I think Yora came down to help as well.
yeah, and she's now she's damp, and it's cold. She's breathing heavily. She's still fucked up from being blasted by lasers and all the other bullshit that happened during this fight. So, yeah.
Panty, have you seen the human movie 50 First Dates?
Oh my god.
I have not, so you'll have to explain that to me.
I have some bad news.
I have some bad news. I just referenced 50 First Dates.
It's not that bad.
Nancy, are you familiar with the human movie 50 Shades of Grey?
No, God. The 50 First Dates isn't actually that bad of a movie. It's alright considering how yikes in general it is. But so Fantasy's like, yeah, I for a moment she's like, yeah, she responds with more oh yeah, I have seen that movie, really excited, because she's still got that Goku in her, right? But then she realizes, oh, this is relevant to what's going on right now. Oh.
Yes, I was attempting a metaphor. Or I guess...
It looks like you're trying to attempt a metaphor.
A comparison. Get out of here.
I'm sorry I made that stupid joke for
So,
Pod.
good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Bad news first. And as Panty says this, and while you relay this bad information to her, her face is going to continue to fall, from, yeah, I've seen that movie too.
My parents are dead.
On the plus side, he won't ever be super angry and crazy anymore. That's the good news.
She asked for the bad news first.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't want to go through the whole thing again.
Mm.
We already know what it
That
is.
is this human emotions.
Okay. I'm sorry, I must have zoned out.
Anyway, this is kind of a thing with us. I gesture at myself and at him. So, sorry. I don't
Wow.
think he kept backups, so even if he did, we couldn't use them.
Even if he did, they would have been blown up in the lab.
Yeah, and they don't have the Jiro all up in him, and he's a big dingus.
The biggest dingus.
Yeah.
Biggest dingus.
Anyway, let's go home.
So he just forgets me?
Well,
Have you already done it?
He asked me to. I mean, it's either that or he was going to be a murder robot forever.
Why the hell am I in the middle of the Arctic waste?
Have you already done it?
Yes.
Done what? Who's where? Who are you?
So Panty looks stop saying Jenner. Panty looks at him and sheathes her sword and just stares at him for a long moment while he stands there confused and doesn't understand what's going on.
Why am I soaked?
And
Um,
she smiles like this. It's not a smile at all, y'all. It is just like the saddest, most broken smile. Goodbye. And she just walks
But
away.
wait, we just met.
I mean, I think I know you. I know I met you at least twice. What was going on? Why am I in the Arctic and why are you crying? Those tears are going to freeze to your face.
Enter 13.
How do you know my name? Oh, well, that's right. You were at my house the other day.
Yeah. You should check your internal clock.
Holy shit. Have I been sleeping? Did I forget to set my alarm?
Something like that.
This is like that Y2K thing, right? Where the clocks all got fucked up.
God.
It's the government. The government, I say.
Something like that.
Oh, hell, this means I gotta go set the microwave and the VCR and the...
Anyway, we had to... unfortunately, you asked me to remove some of your memories, because I had to.
I don't remember doing that.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I would remember if I asked you to do that.
Well, just... Come on. Tui just stares at him for a second, like not sure how to respond to that. Anyway, so unfortunately, we did lose a part where you signed a lease, so you still got that for a while with your.
Wait, I gotta renew my lease now? Oh, hell.
Well, no, it's already been renewed.
Oh, good.
Actually, their landlord is dead now, so.
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. All I have to do is squat in this place for 7 years, and then it's mine.
Anyway, yep. So you have a roommate. So we'll deal with that later. Anyways, let's go back to
New roommate, cool.
Tui looks at Penny.
I mean,
Shrugs.
she's walked off. She's got some thinking to do that I'm not sure I'm
I
gonna
hope they
do.
like shitty beer and shitty movies.
I'm not sure I'm gonna do that on stream because I have so many moments where I do a lot of character stuff on stream and nobody else ever gets to have those moments, and I'm starting to feel self-conscious about it, even though I
mean, I'm gonna have a moment, but I think mine's gonna be at the end, and also with Panty.
Oh, good.
I was gonna say, if anybody wants those moments, they can take them.
Yeah, I
It's
want.
not like
Please,
you're
I
preventing
don't
other
want.
people
I don't
from
want to
taking their
hog all the
moments.
moments. So, yeah.
Hey. Boo, will you fly him back, please?
Boo's not here right now. It's Scrappy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
Actually,
Scrappy is so
can
hungry.
he fly? I don't know if he can fly.
I'm of two minds of what to do with 13, but neither of them involve him moving back into the house.
Oh well.
I gotta go set up on my own thing. Get a truck, ride the roads, see the world, eat
The
pizza
only
dough.
question is whether I want him to talk to Panty before leaving.
Well, think about that for a moment. So Fafnir wants to do her scene at the end. So I've decided that thing that I was thinking about this whole time. So Panty's basically just walked to the other side of this glacier island place, and she's watching the water. And she's staring out at the water. And she looks down at herself and then back out at the water and just says, I didn't even tell him. And she just sits on the ground.
All right. In that case, I think how this would play out would be 13 is kind of looking for you because he does remember you're his roommate, but he doesn't remember spending any time with you.
Yeah.
Do you just hide from him?
No, he can walk right up to her.
Tell him what?
Yeah, who are you talking about?
She looks over at him and it's with the most pained voice. I'm not even sure I can put the pain into it. It's so broken. She says it doesn't matter. And it does matter. It matters so much. But she says it doesn't matter.
Well, anyway, I'm thinking about going on a walkabout or journey of self-discovery or something. So, I'm probably not going to need a whole lot of stuff on that. So, like, whatever's there, and you can have like the furniture. You know, I might drop in. I don't know.
That's
I think I technically inherited that house, but I don't really need it. So he just like hands you the deed that he has on him for some reason.
Mhm.
Soaked deed.
It's in his hat. I like that.
His hat's actually waterproof, so it's perfectly dry.
And the only thing I'm really going to need is my trucker hat. I'm good.
That's
I don't have any bad memories of you, so that must mean something, right?
You're not going to burn down the place, I guess. That's probably
He like puts his head on your shoulder and smiles.
she can't smile back. Like, she tries, and it's not happening. She just nods. Is like, so that's what you want? That's how you want to go forward with your life? This is what you want for yourself?
I feel like this is going to lead to the forced laughter scene from Final Fantasy X.
No, we're not doing that. 13's actually
horrible.
slightly weirded out by this.
And
Oh,
she
yeah, man,
just,
it looks like your friend. You have like the expression of someone whose best friend died suddenly.
she just kind of nods, like, it's, this is what he wants. It doesn't matter. She's accepted it didn't matter. All that stuff. This is really healthy, y'all. This is some healthy stuff happening right now.
What a turn from the Dr. Panty briefs from last session.
The best part about having a degree in psychology is recognizing all the ways that you're fucked up and being unable to stop continuing to fucking up.
Alright, well, with that, Android 13 is just gonna sort of awkwardly wave goodbye,
See ya.
walk away.
She waves
just, like,
back,
walk
and
across
she's
the
like, I
place.
think you'll like it. She calls back out to him. I think you'll enjoy being a trucker and traveling the world. I think you'll be happy.
Is there just like an ice road trucker truck just nearby? He just gets in it and just.
Summons it by pure force of
What
will.
happened to the mech? Because I think the mech just like transforms
I
into
ate
if
it.
Yeah.
fuck. Okay, never
It got
mind.
torn to
Damn.
pieces.
All right.
13 just walks over to the pieces and starts slowly putting them back together.
Mhm.
It's like Lego.
It makes a unicycle. It's a start.
Unicycle with a really big like monster truck wheel.
And so
Alright.
yeah, he's gone. He's out. He exit state. He just walks off the screen, and the screen doesn't
Yeah.
follow him. Yeah.
Okay, I know you said that you wanted to end, but I have an idea for like a half-second scene after
That's
the
fine.
scene. It's not a full sounding any interaction. I just want to establish that something happens.
Yeah.
So you can do your scene now if you don't mind.
All right, unless anyone else wants to do a thing.
I got something.
All right.
Can we like leave this place now, or does it matter if we're here for your thing?
Oh yeah, no, it's definitely not here.
All right, so it's
That's
not
probably
like
where you wanted to go last.
a day or two, and 2B comes to Panty and says, "Hey, I'm sorry.
For what?
Well, see, a thing with entities like me and other androids is that our memories don't work the same way that yours do. Portions of what we know and who we are can just be excised from us with no like fanfare or really anything. It's just gone. And but ultimately, I think, and in the core of whatever makes us what we are, whether it's our programming or what you, I suppose, call your humanity, I think
Your
that
soul.
get out of here. I don't think that that's as easily changed as it would from the things that happened a couple days ago would lead us to believe. Sure, he was in berserker mode, but I think 13 is still 13, and a trend line in my existence has been sometimes we have to reach out and reclaim the things we've lost, as opposed to just letting them go, if they're that important. But again, I'm not human.
What about what he wants?
Well, I guess you can't really know what that is unless you ask him, can you?
I mean, he pretty plainly told me. I'm talking too quietly because I'm a bit too in character. Okay. He pretty much, I mean, he pretty frankly told me what he wanted. You know? It's not me.
Well, he also didn't. It wasn't not you either. It was a thing he wanted to do that was mutually exclusive from anything that you want. But there's still those things can coexist.
Yeah.
Candy, I can't tell you what to do, but you can for it's not it. I don't have words for this because I am a machine. The only way that we can make new memories is to make new memories, Patty.
Yeah, that's true. You know, in the movie, The 50 First Dates, they make it seem so easy to just start all over again from scratch, regardless of everything. But it's not easy to be.
No,
It's not easy to just start all over again, to pretend that what happened never happened and just pick up nothing and build from scratch again. It's not easy. This isn't. And even if he did want something with me, and maybe he does, maybe he doesn't, how much could he have that with what he wants now? And how much am I interfering with what he wants versus what I want? So, you know, sure, he could travel the world and be a trucker and visit me once in a while. Sure, that's a thing, but we can't have what we had before. And I'll always remember what we had before, and maybe what we would have after that is worth it. That's something I'm gonna have to think about.
Well, that struggle right there is what makes you, that separates you from me. Is you have the ability to have those, like that through line that we cannot.
I guess I'll shoot him an email.
Get hurt. That's my thing.
And to be, as you're walking out, don't apologize. You didn't do anything wrong.
Just trying one of the things. Humanity is known for apologizing when it's not their fault. And she leaves.
Glory to mankind. All right, well.
Fefter.
All right, Penny,
Yeah.
you're done with one person who's very awkward trying to help you now for the other one.
I love it.
So I think one night you get a piece of paper that says to come to the Shoko show.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
And
it's like, Panty's like, oh, okay, sure, I'll head over. She's kind of still in a funk, but yeah, she'll head over. I figure her email went to a spam folder because she's got like a weird email address that looks like a porn email address, because why wouldn't it? So, anyway.
so what kind of beer does Panty drink?
I mean, she just the worst, foulest, most disgusting trash tier beer you could ever. But that's because it was it was 13's style. Like Panty, she'll drink whatever. Just I don't know if
Right.
she has a favorite, and I don't want to I understand there's some people who are like your beer is like your beer of choice is like a fucking personality test, like fucking Myers
Fuck
Briggs
that.
shit. So I don't want to drop anything, but yeah.
There's just a nice porter waiting for you when you get in.
All right. As she opens up the door, there's a sign that just has Scooby Doo's picture on it with a circle and a cross to it, like he's not allowed in this establishment.
I haven't even officially opened yet, but he's just not allowed in.
He's not allowed on the city block. You have a restraining order.
So she'll slide up to the bar and hop into a seat and, take the cup and, raise it towards you in a silent toast and take a quick sip. Hey.
So, welcome to the bar. You're the first person here, so, I guess you say congratulations to... Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations on opening up your tea house. It's nice. It's got a nice aesthetic. It suits you.
Thanks. So, I figured I should bring you over because you're a friend. I know I don't really act like that very often, but I've been thinking, and our group they're the best friends I've had, which might say a few things about me, but I guess I do care about you.
Well, you've every reason to not, so thank you for doing the opposite of that. I mean, considering our history.
Yeah, I wasn't really fond of you then, and admittedly, I don't think I'll ever forgive you for that completely, but, I
Well,
should thank you because ever since then you've never once tried to wish that away, even though you could, but I suppose you are a very straightforward, prideful person, and, well, I guess you're kinda honest as well.
that is, yeah. I mean, you weren't alone in not liking me. At that time, I didn't really like me that much either. So, yeah. I can't take away what I did then. And I don't, I'm not entitled to your forgiveness. That's something that you have the right to give or take away. So I'm not going to pretend or demand any of that, and I understand that being a thing that's always going to be there between the two of us, and I accept that. Um, that's why I don't take it away, because that's not just. Your agency matters, and I can't selfishly wipe away a selfish thing that I did. You can't, cleanse something of poison by pouring more poison in. So here we are.
Yeah, so I even if I can't entirely forgive you, we can at least move on, and we've had each other's backs for a while, and so's 2B, and even Bouillon, and also probably that gremlin as well. She's been helpful.
Yeah, they're all good people. All of our friends, they're good people. I mean, even Scooby Boo, he's good. He's doing his best. I agree. we can move on.
Well then, yes, I'll be open in the future, emotionally, not bar wise. That was gonna happen. So yeah. As a friend, I will be good at friend things. Yes.
It's gonna take some work, but it's not something you can just start like just intuitively, I'm not even sure I know how to do it, but I look forward to us figuring it out together. How to be friends after this, and going forward. I'm honored to be your friend, Yora.
And I'm honored to be yours.
And Panty takes a drink and sets the cup down on the bar and smiles a little bit. And it's finally kind of a real smile. It's not so hurt and broken and sad to look at, and nods. Good. So, where do we start?
All right, I don't want to tell you when to end the scene, but that seems like an
That's a
okay
good
place to end
Yeah, I
it.
think that's good.
I'm sorry, I'm dying.
I think Scooby Boo has been pressed against the window.
You're
to the bar,
nodding!
breathing very heavily.
The shades
this
are
entire
down.
time.
But the final shot that I want to end this session on, while you two are talking, the camera pans over to Panty's phone, and it is open to a text dated a second before Android 13's mind was wiped.
Oh.
It says, "Thank you for trying so hard to find me. I love you."
Aww.
And that's it. That's how Android 13 ends. I can't believe I can't believe we did this to this fucking movie.
I just thought it was gonna be kind of sad because we killed him in combat, but man,
Turns out sometimes living is even sadder.
hey Toriyama, want us to write for you? Because apparently pretty good.
Hey, this is like half of what Automata is about. Which is
Hey
Yeah.
Toriyama, if you find this podcast, please don't kill us in real life for what we did to you.
So yeah, I mean, I don't want to spoil anything, so you guys, just mute it for just a second because I want to talk just to Jeff.
Okay, how about this?
Mhm.
We'll end the stream, and then you two can run off to a different voice
This
channel.
only take just a moment, but yeah. So stream is over. Thank you everybody for watching this session. I want everybody
Sorry,
to know.
I'm so sad.
I want everybody to know that for a moment I was deeply considering going full Linkin Park with Panty and just having like this edgy, like I don't care about anything move from her. So, but I think it like that as fun as that would be, this is a little bit more wholesome, and I actually like that her friends jump in to like help her rebuild. So this is cute, and we'll see how this goes moving forward. So thank you everybody for joining this stream. It's good. Bye.
Good night.
Bye, everyone.
yeah.